Hi everybody, how are you guys doing today? We're going to be talking money blocks. What's the first thing you guys think about when you're going to charge for your services? I know that I see it a lot in the group of people posting that they don't feel worthy for charging, or they feel bad to charge their clients, or they can't charge what they know they should charge because there's something going on up here. So, it's all just attitudes and beliefs that aren't really real. They're just things that our head tells ourselves. It is not an accurate statement. It is not a real statement. It's just a belief that we have that is getting in our way, quite frankly. So, we grow up with all these different money sayings and attitudes. So money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work hard. The harder you work, you have to work really hard to deserve to make money. People with money are bad. All of these different things that we learn from society, from our parents, through no fault of their own. They learned it from their parents. All these different things that we just get ingrained in our head before we even realize it. We start to look at money as a scarcity resource, as something that there's only so much. If I get a client, then so-and-so down the street, I took that client from her because she can't have that client. Instead of, there are plenty of clients to go around for all of us, and plenty of four-figure clients to go around for all of us as well. So we have to kind of change that mindset, which can be a little bit easier, said than done. So I think one of the biggest things that people stress about is that their clients can't afford their services, or most people can't afford their services, or my market can't afford my services. And, I want to try to cut that belief down right now. Truth is, most people can afford your services if they valued it. The people that are saying they can't afford it most likely just don't value it, and that's all right. Like I said, there's plenty of other clients for all of us. They could cut back on some dinners out. They could, buy a few less shoes. There's ways for them to find money in their budget if they really valued it. But they don't, and that's okay. And then, it's not in our place for us to be responsible for people's financial choices. Obviously don't want people making really bad and risky financial choices just to get pictures of their pets, but I don't think they do, because it's not like, it really is what's the word I'm looking for? A luxury item. It is not something that people are going to, if they can't put food on the table, they're not going to go out and spend thousands of dollars on pet portraits. So the people that are spending the money on this service, they can pay for their basic living needs. So you don't have to feel guilty about that. The other thing to think about is a transaction between two people is a win-win for both people. The people that value your services, what you're offering, are happy to take money out of their pocket and give it to you in exchange for what you're providing for them. You are providing them something too. It's not just you taking their money. That would be illegal and stealing, really. But you're giving them something in exchange for their money, because we don't trade chickens anymore. We pay for things in money. So it's really just an equal exchange of money / goods and services. And both sides need to be happy with that. And it's great. It's a win-win. Nobody loses there. It's a good thing. Now, if you talk yourself out of charging what you should be charging, and then you're charging a lot less than you really know you need to be charging, well, then that win-win becomes a win-lose, because your client's getting what they want, but you're going to start to feel resentful. You're going to just start to be on the losing end of that. So you definitely want to make sure you know what you need to be charging and accept that it's okay and you can do it. And nothing bad is going to happen to you or your clients because of it. The other thing to think about too is, what kind of mental space do you go to when you get an inquiry, you send out information, and you get back oh, I didn't realize how expensive it was, or I'm sorry, I can't afford it, or you're too expensive. Where do you go? Usually all of us kind of go in a deep, dark place, and we're like, gosh, I need to cut my prices in half. I knew I was way too expensive. I'm never going to work again. What am I doing here? I might as well just pack it in and give up. No. If you're not hearing you're too expensive fairly regularly, you're probably not priced high enough. So that's a good thing to be hearing that. And it takes a little bit of reworking to make it mentally not a deep, dark place that it sends you. But think about it this way. If you take on that not rightly matched client, then you don't leave space open in your schedule for other clients that are a good fit for you. So you're doing everybody a favor. And, if you took that client that, say you lowered your prices for, or you talked them into, convince them that a session for you was the right fit when it's not, then you're going to be stressed out at the end of the sales session. They're going to be stressed out because they are not on that equal exchange playing field where they're willingly wanting to pay for your services. So just be unattached from it. Let it go. It's no big deal. Again, there are plenty of clients for all of us, and not everyone that contacts you needs to book, nor should they. When you get stressed about that kind of stuff, it really just energetically pushes away all of the other good stuff that's coming your way. So other clients, and when you're sitting in your business, totally stressed out about, where the next dollar's coming from, it's really, really, really hard to be unattached from that. And, without getting all crazy and woo-woo, it's legitimate science, quantum physics, but we're all energy, you're attracting more of that lack. So it's really, really important to just kind of try to rewrite those scripts in your brain that there is enough. There are plenty of clients for me. If this client doesn't work out, there will be others. Look at it this way. Say you live in a metro area of, 500,000 people. You only need maybe 50 clients a year if you're averaging about $2,000 a session, or 100 clients a year if you're averaging $1,000 a session to have a six-figure business. Out of 500,000 people in the greater metro area, which most people aren't too far away, that, even if you had to drive 2 hours and shoot a couple back to back and pull your market from there, you could. That's well less than 1%, probably less than 1/10%. I can't do the math right now. That's way too many zeros without a calculator, but it's not a lot of the population. So, you can't tell me that 1/10% is not a possible client match for you. The key is just putting yourself out there, getting your business out there, and finding those people and letting them know about you so that they can be attracted to you, contact you, and book you. So hopefully that helps to rewrite that script a little bit. I have a couple other exercises for you guys to kind of work on too. Number one is you need to be willing to receive things. This is something that I think a lot of us struggle with, especially if you're a woman, is when people compliment you. You're like, oh, that's a great shirt. Oh, thanks, I got it at TJ Maxx. You feel like you have to, kind of downplay it and can't accept a compliment. Or if you're in Starbucks, and this happened to me at Chick-fil-A the other day. I was picking up dinner for the kids. It was soccer night and at 7 o'clock, and I'm not cooking at that point. So I go through Chick-fil-A and I'm getting my stuff at the window, and the woman's just holding an ice cream cone. She's like, this is extra ice cream cone. You want this ice cream cone? I'm like, yeah, I want an ice cream cone. Thanks. So say yes. It's okay to say yes. It's okay to receive these things. So that's your exercise number one, even if it's a compliment or a free coffee or a free ice cream, especially a free ice cream. Always take the free ice cream. And then the other thing is I want you to practice feeling worthwhile, because I think these other money blocks kind of come from people not feeling worthy. So I want you to take one thing and upgrade it. One thing this weekend. I want you to upgrade. This is your homework. I want you to upgrade something. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm going to buy a whole new couch or I'm going to buy a new house. It could be something like, oh, I'm going to treat myself to, a special brownie from my favorite dessert place. It could be, oh, I'm going to go buy new underwear because the stuff I have is old with holes in it. It could be, oh, new socks. It could be, whatever. It could be anything. It could be upgrading to first class. It could be that big or as small as new socks. Literally anything. But go do that for yourself. And that helps put you in a different headspace, because you get to feel more worthwhile. You get to feel more abundant. And it is amazing how something little, like a fresh pair of socks, can really just change your whole day, really. So that's homework number 2. Hope you guys found this helpful. Yeah, go ahead and comment and let me know like what you're going to upgrade for. I would love to know what upgrades you're going to do this weekend.